Hi, this is Jeevatnam and welcome to my channel Jeevan Astro Answers. And this topic is about allergy. Allergies are the disorders of the immune system. The word allergy is derived from the Greek that is allos means the other and ergon means action, which means the body reacts differently towards the foreign substances. Allergies arise when the immune system reacts to a particular substances such as pollen, bee venom, or pet dander, or even maybe a food. Actually, the immune system is the body's coordinated defense mechanism that fight against infectious organisms and other harmful invaders. An allergy starts when the immune system misidentify a least harmful foreign substances that is antigen as a dangerous invader. Antigens can be found on the surface of the foreign particles such as cells, viruses, fungi, bacteria, toxins, chemicals, drugs, even living and all non-living cells. Once the foreign particles enters into the body, the immune system immediately recognizes it and it produces a protein called antibodies. Antibodies are also termed as immunoglobulins. These antibodies adhere to specific antigens and defend against foreign substances. This is good when a foreign substance is harmful, such as certain bacteria or viruses. But in case of allergy, the immune system becomes hypersensitive to certain antigens. Here, antibodies identify a particular antigen as harmful substances, even though it isn't. And these allergy causing antigens are also known as allergens. Some of the most common allergens are pollen, animal dander, dust mites, mold. Certain foods, particularly like peanuts, tree nuts, wheat, soy, fish, shellfish, eggs, milk, and certain medications like penicillin or penicillin based antibiotics. Latex or other substances can also cause allergic reactions. Suppose if you inhale or touch these allergens or consuming these allergens as food, then the body gets alert and enters into the consequences of immune reaction. In general, the human body carries out an allergic immune cascade in three stages, that is, sensitization, early phase, and late phase. When a person comes into contact with an allergen for the first time, no allergic reaction occurs. Instead, the immune system undergoes the process of sensitization and it prepares itself for future encounters with the foreign invader. In a series of steps, the immune system produces an antibody that is specific to that antigen. These antibodies are called as immunoglobulin E or IgE. A person who has created an allergen-specific IgE antibodies is referred to as having become sensitized to that antigen. The specificity of the IgE antibodies or the reason for the people can become allergic to one substance but not another. When a person re-exposed to the same allergic specific antigen, then immediately IgE antibodies recognizes it and bind to that allergen. Once the IgE cross-linked with invaded antigen, then the antigen and the specific IgE antibody complex attach to the surface of the mast cells and directly it stimulates mast cells. Mast cells are nothing but a type of leukocyte, that is white blood cells, and is commonly known as the master regulators of the immune system. They can be found in most tissues of the body, especially in skin, airways, and intestine, to aid in early recognition of allergens. As soon as the mast cells get activated, it results in the rapid release of histamine and other inflammatory substances called mediators. Generally, histamine acts as a neurotransmitter for the brain and spinal cord. Histamine and other inflammatory mediators bind to receptors of the organ target cells in the human body, and also it increases the permeability of the blood vessels and allow white blood cells and some other proteins in the infected tissues for to engage the invaded pathogens. Then the cascade of immunochemical reactions happens and finally the immune system destroys the foreign substances. But at the same time, dilation of blood vessels, constriction of bronchioles leads to excessive mucus secretion and other symptoms of allergy. That is the reason why when you come into contact with an allergen, your immune system reaction can inflame the skin, sinuses, airways, or even digestive system. Most people begin to experience yearly face allergic symptoms such as sneezing, wheezing, itchy eyes, runny nose, cough, and hives within 1 hour after being exposed to an allergen. The late phase allergic response typically begins within 2 to 6 hours after exposure to an allergen, and it reaches a peak approximately after 6 to 9 hours. Here, the activated mast cells attract many other inflammatory cells to the site, including eosinophils, basophils, neutrophils, and lymphocytes. Similarly to the mast cells, these inflammatory cells release toxic chemicals that irritate the body and even can cause tissue damage. The patient begin to experience the late phase allergic symptoms such as nasal congestion, continuous mucus production, shortness of breath, tightness in the chest, sensitivity to light, stomach pain, vomiting, diarrhea, or even more. Apart from this, the immune system contains several other mechanisms in which that it normally protects the human body against antigens. Prominent among these are the lymphocyte cells, which are specialized to react to specific antigens. There are two kinds of lymphocytes, B cells and T cells. B cells produce antibodies which that it destroy or neutralize antigens, but T cells do not produce antibodies. Instead, they directly bind to an antigen and stimulate an attack on it. Allergic reactions can have immediate or delayed effects depending on whether the antigen triggers a response by B cells or T cells. According to astrology, Mercury creates allergy. Mercury becomes the chief significator planet for all allergies. Mercury, along with the combination of planets like Moon, Venus, and Saturn, can also trigger the various allergies. When mercury is weak, then one gets allergies from childhood. They suffer with cough and skin allergies. Allergy also happens when Ketu is exalted or Ketu is in water or fire element. Also, allergy occurs if the Ketu is affected by Mars or Saturn. In this case, many people get spots on body when they sense allergens. And also, you might be more likely to develop an allergy if you have asthma or other allergic conditions. Increased burden of metabolic syndromes such as obesity and cardiovascular disorders are all comprise the increased risk for allergic disorders such as anaphylaxis, asthma, sinusitis, and infections of the ears or lungs. Allergies do run in families. If one of the parents suffers from an allergy, the child has a 40% chance for developing an allergy. And if both parents suffer from an allergy, the chance increases up to 80%. Certain environmental factors also has the chance for one to develop an allergic disorders. Allergy is a most common disorder that happen among 1 in 5 people in their lifetime. Allergens may emerge in the very first month of one's life. And prevalence of allergies are even high in pediatric populations. The severity of allergies varies from person to person and can range from minor irritation to anaphylaxis. Anaphylaxis is a potentially life-threatening emergency condition, and most allergies can't be curable, but they are treatable and manageable. And effective treatment and management begins with correct medical diagnosis, the first step to prevent the allergies or to identify the exact cause. And the proper treatment may be help to relieve from the allergic symptoms. I hope you might have received some useful information from this video. We will meet soon in my next video. Till then, take care and bye.